Hello, welcome to your collective Ascension reading. Keep in mind these readings are collective and general, so receive only what resonates, release anything that does not. So, how's everybody doing? Let me know. Quite a lot is shifting right now. For those of you who are curious about my stance and where things are currently in the US, you can definitely see that on my Instagram. I also posted it on my community. I stand for women's rights, okay? I stand for women's rights, and I know many of you watching this do. And the powerful thing that's happening right now that I am seeing is a lot of transmutation. Many people are stepping up into leadership, okay? Higher level of consciousness is definitely coming through. So I want to actually start with the messages that came from galactic energies, and we have advancement. A strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart. So many of you are noticing more and more awakening at this time, right? And also you have more parts of yourself, maybe even deeper levels of emotions within you that are unlocking. But advancement is that what's happening right now is creating a catalyst of a movement, right? So some of you are really feeling this inspired action to take forward, to step up into leadership, to share your voice, to share your pain, to share your, your experience with the world, okay? To share your gifts, to share your knowledge, to share your enlightened, enlightened messages as well, okay? And know that at this time, the way that you're navigating, your inner compass is going to help you navigate. Some of us are feeling a lot of collective anger and pain right now, right? And that's the second piece, which is the inner alchemy that's coming through. We have inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. Now, love does not mean just accepting things or spiritually bypassing. This is that deep, unconditional love that you feel within yourself, to honor your voice, to honor your experience, to honor what you are feeling, and to express it in healthy ways, to be inspired creatively, to take, supportive action here. With that inner alchemy, there is also, so many of us feel the voices of our ancestors screaming through our blood right now, right? And with that inner alchemy, there's a lot of support. There is a lot of love. And I am overwhelmed with the support and love that I'm feeling. And you're going to feel this from the angelics. You're going to feel this from your ancestors. Also, keep in mind that, there are those of you that feel, yes, right now this is just a distraction, right? Or this is another way that the agenda is to create separation. Albeit that might be, right? But also, keep in mind that when this wound is activated, when this awakening is happening within us, and this energy is open, right? It is a wealth of knowledge. It is a wealth of alchemy. It is a wealth of empowerment. It is a wealth of voices that have not been heard, that will be heard, okay? So it's not something to just kind of skip over or just pretend like everything's going to be okay, right? We can be in our high frequencies, we can observe, but also it's important that when we feel inspired, that we take inspired and of course high vibrational action. But do not in any way, shape, or form feel like you have to react to what is happening with love like everything is just going to be okay, and deny what you're feeling inside. Dig in, feel it, have somebody hold space for you if that is what you need at this time, or hold space for friends and family members, and bring that love in, right? Bring that love in, because you are surrounded with love, you are supported here, okay? And the other message I'm seeing to react to fear with love is to step into your power and to remember your power. So even if you know, your power isn't to take action. Maybe your power is to create or write something. You know, maybe it's not to take physical action at this time. Maybe it's to observe and learn. Maybe it's to listen to other voices. Maybe, you know, it's to remember your energetic power, right? To remember that you're a spiritual being and you have access to far more. The other message we have, which is we have free spirit. To be a free spirit is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, to love without conditions, okay? So with that, and I will always say this because I know that every time we're triggered or activated, it's an opportunity, you know, for us to expand, for us to deepen our love, to understand ourselves more, right? To become more conscious and aware. But the free spirit message is also to embrace joy, to embrace happiness, to not get pulled down into despair at this time, to have hope, to know that you're supported, to know that you're loved, to know that others love you without conditions, okay? And again, if you're holding space for somebody and they're expressing themselves at this time, and I would say this is particularly for those who may be more so in masculine energy, whether you're a man or a woman, but if you're in masculine energy, to be able to hold the container for someone with you to express themselves in a unfiltered way, in a raw way, because this energy that is coming through is raw, right? And when you try and temper that for that person, you're basically silencing their voice. So I would recommend that if you're holding the space, you know, if you do have that, you know, you can hold that container or that space for someone, that you just listen, okay? This is also, again, reminding us of our spiritual power. This is reminding us of who we are here, and that we deserve joy, and that we deserve respect, and that we deserve rights, and that we deserve to live our lives, you know, in the happiest ways, right? So, moving forward, the animal messages we have: owl spirit, you see clearly now. You see that crown? Okay? Wearing that crown, the owl spirit is your ancestors here supporting you and bringing you information. Probably within your dreams, could be, you know, with messengers when it comes to birds. But the owl is all about wisdom. The owl is also a message of goddess energy as well, okay? And so with this owl spirit, you see clearly now, you have that claircognizance, you have those clair abilities to tap in and see the truth, to know the truth, to feel the truth, right? You also have that ability to see and know your truth, okay? But the owl can see through the dark. And many of you, you know, are going to be, again, experiencing these downloads or these moments of enlightenment where you see things clearly and you know where your part is in all of this. You're going to know within your heart. You're going to know within, you know, your spirit. But we have you see clearly now. So this is also you sharing, you know, what you feel is important to share, but also other people awakening around you. Okay. Next, we have Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. Okay, you are tenacious, you are strong, you are worthy. Okay, I don't need to tell you that, you know that. All right. But with this Rhino Spirit, you can overcome any obstacles. And you can do it with this love around you, this protective love around you. Okay? And you can create change. That number 5 is change. You can create change for yourself, for your loved ones. Okay? I mean, this card to me, overcome any obstacle, tells me that you have the power here. Okay? So don't be fooled. And believe in yourself. Okay? And the rhino spirit, you know, even though this rhino is surrounded with that beautiful pink energy and love, right? It's obviously feminine energy. It's strong, and it can go through any sort of obstacle that it needs to. Okay. And there's a crown. There's a crown in this one as well. Okay. So many of you are going to be speaking from your higher self. You're going to be sharing your levels of awareness, your visions, your gifts, and it's going to be also enlightening others. You're going to notice that there's a shift that's happening within the way that others view you. There's also the sense of knowing who you are and not caring so much about other people's opinions. Okay. The next messages that we have here, we have the King of Wands, which is about leadership. It is about taking, you know, aligned action and inspired action here. It is about passion. It is about, you know, fire is the spirit. It is about spirit energy, and we have the 8 of coin. Okay, so this can be you. This can be an energy around you, but with the King of Wands and the 8 of coin, this is taking leadership in your work or what you're working on. And you're going to be seeing more masculine energies desiring to have more knowledge and understanding of how to support women. Okay, with that 8 of coin. Also working on themselves, working on their consciousness here, bringing their consciousness levels into their workspace, or also what they're working on. We also have the Devil and the Ace of Cups. Now this is a very interesting combination, isn't it? This means that your energy with that Ace of Cups is highly addictive, okay? With the Devil energy and the Ace of Cups, like you have it. Like you have the it factor. You have your energy here is divine, okay? And that's going to attract in, you know, many different energies. So be very cognizant of that. Be aware of that. Also, for many of you who are stepping further into your power, okay, further into embodying your full authenticity and your full power, your partner is becoming so magnetized and attracted to you in ways that they can't even describe. Okay, so that's another message that's coming through there. Many of you, what you're working on, what you're focusing on, what, you know, is important to you, you're also calling in other energies that feel the pull to assist you, to help you. Again, be discerning, okay, because we do have that Devil energy, that Devil card showing up there. Also, remember that the Devil energy is about oppression, okay, and the ego and fear. So you're going to be challenging your light, your energy, your love, your fullness, your embodiment is going to be challenging those who fear that within themselves. Okay, so that's something else to be aware of. So do not, you know, if you're triggering others with your authenticity, do not take that personally, because that's activating their shadow within them for them to look at that and ultimately transmute that. I think in the community, especially those who are not doing their shadow work, have maybe have done a lot of spiritual bypassing, perhaps, are going to be deeply triggered by those who have. Okay. So that's just something to be aware of. So protect your energy. Also with the Ace of Cups, hydration. Okay, hydration, integration is important here. Then we have the Eight of Wands and the Page of Swords. Okay, so I feel like those who've been watching you but have not yet come forward to express what they want to communicate. This could also be manifestations that are coming off of hold, are coming forward here. This could also be more people that are awakening, okay, and seeking assistance for what they're experiencing, okay, or trying to find some normalcy in what they're experiencing here with this Eight of Wands. For some of you, this could be coming from quite a distance. This can also be your higher self, source energy communicating with you as well. Then we have the Two of Swords, which is about kind of being at a crossroads. This is about needing to see through the veil, to see through, you know, just what's being presented, but actually kind of reading in between the lines with the Two of Swords. It's also about tapping into your clair abilities to see things clearly here. Okay, I'm going to do some clarifying with this energy. Clarify the Devil energy. Highest and best messages. Six of Swords. Okay, so for some of you as well, you're going to notice energies that are distorted, like, will be repelled from you with that Six of Swords energy, okay? Which will bring a greater peace, okay? So this could be karmic energies. This could just be those who are really in a distorted energy are going to actually, you're going to repel, okay, for some of you. Clarify this Ace of Cups. We have the Page of Cups, okay? So again, I did get that sense of you attracting in. It's almost like the distorted energies shifting out of your timeline and you attracting in more genuine, authentic people, okay? Or those who are awakening and, you know, again, desiring, I'm almost hearing like thirsting for that knowledge or that wisdom, or a guide to kind of assist them on their own journey here. Wow, yeah. And we have the King of Cups. So we have the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the King of Cups energy. Okay. So for those of you that are in a relationship, again, there's going to be an overwhelming, I feel, in these healthy relationships and healthy dynamics, there's going to be an overwhelming amount of love and expression that your partner's going to feel for you. Some of you that you've not yet, you know, met your person, you could be attracting that person in on your journey here. But with this, all this water coming through, it's like, it's just, especially even the Six of Swords, it's just like there's this flow, this natural flow that's happening here. Particularly, it could be within your heart space, could be just within the nature of which, you know, you're attracting in love here. Yeah, we have the Sun on the bottom of the deck, so it's energies that, you know, have deep compassion and love for you here. And with the Sun energy, you know, they see things clearly and they feel great happiness with you. Now, this can be friends, this can be, you know, partners, this can even just be a consciousness. But I see the King of Cups as a very conscious masculine energy. So you are inspiring many, you are attracting in many different energies here as well. Okay, let's clarify the Eight of Wands. Yeah, it does feel like, because we have Justice and the Page of Coins, we have balance being restored here. Okay. We have balance being restored, and we have offers that are coming in here. You might notice much being balanced out You know, maybe you put a lot of time, energy, and effort into a certain area of your life and you weren't seeing that return, but it looks like here you're going to be seeing that return. Clarify the Page of Swords. Yeah, the Sun. With the Page of Swords, you know, we have the clarity energy coming through with the Sun. The Sun is also a card of victory, so it's information, new information coming in about victory. We have the Falcon showing up. We also have the bluebirds and the blue jay. Let's clarify this Two of Swords. I think this Two of Swords is mostly, oh my, okay, well, we have the Lovers. Okay. So it's about the choice, the Lovers, the choice. I was also picking up on like just navigating, you know, navigating your journey right now in this world. So for those of you dating with the Two of Swords and the Lovers, taking your time, again, accessing your intuitive abilities when you're spending time or making decisions here. Yeah, we have the Ace of Swords. Your clarity will come. Your clarity definitely will come when it comes to love, relationships, who you want to partner with. Also, I get the sense of others seeing you clearly. Okay, you see how we have all this crown energy coming through. You know, you in your power, you in your full embodiment. Again, those who, you know, maybe are not doing their spiritual work or in distorted energy or maybe overwhelmed by your light will kind of go on their journey here. But then there are those that are really attracted to your authenticity, your truth, you know, the fullness of who you are here. And with the Ace of Swords, this is about clarity, victory, truth. Again, we have the birds of prey coming through. With the hawk energy. So something is going to be coming very clear. If you're unclear, take your time. Don't rush, you know, your decision or your choice here. Yeah, we have the Strength card as well. So you are aware, you know, the Strength card is what overcomes the Devil card. So you are aware of, you know, maybe where there's some toxicity or even the shadow of those who are approaching you. And you're taking your time here. And I feel like you're having compassion, but you're also honoring yourself with the Strength card. You're observing. We have a lot of, you know, cards of observing. But you also have the Lion with you, which is that courage, that strength, that protective energy here. Okay, let's see. What is this Ace of Swords? I feel like it's your clarity, your truth. Something that you have been searching for, seeking, and it's going to put the end, it's going to end a painful situation here with the Ten of Swords. Okay, and this painful situation could have just been waiting. It could have been indecision. For some of you, if you were stuck in something unhealthy, excuse me, if it was like a belief system or, you know, anything unhealthy with the Eight of Cups, you know, that doorway's opening up and you are moving forward to your Ten of Cups here. Again, this could be somebody, an energy possibly moving towards you, breaking free before they communicate their truth with you. For some of you, it's just discovering your truth, okay? And it's very freeing here. It's releasing conditioning, you know, because conditioning is something that can keep you stuck on a timeline that's not yours or a belief system that's not yours. There's a freedom definitely coming through here. Yep, and we have judgment, you know, making a decision that is best for you. You know, this could be somebody separate from you and they're finding who they truly are without the conditioning. They're releasing conditioning. And they're almost going through this rebirth energy where they're discovering who they truly are. For many, too, like this could be awakening energy of somebody who's close to you, somebody awakening here. But the Judgment, you know, there's a choice being made. I think the Ten of Swords was just ignoring a problem or ignoring a situation, or, you know, maybe being in some sense, you know, of denial, or just ignoring what the higher self was trying to get through. And now that it's getting through, it's freeing up this person. They're able to make a decision whether this is you or them. Obviously, we have masculine energy coming through, so it could be a masculine energy, but it is a breakthrough. With the Ace of Swords is a breakthrough of clarity. And then we have the Judgment, which is, you know, making a very clear decision. Yep. And then we have the Seven of Wands, you know, standing up here for what you believe in. And it looks like, you know, this being going to a higher platform, a higher level of consciousness, breaking free from some form of self-sabotage or conditioning. And following their intuition. Okay, for some of you, you know, yeah, there's home. Finding their true home, okay? Finding their true authentic self, finding their true home, going on that journey here to discover who they are, trusting in their instincts, listening to, you know, that intuitive self. But the Four of Wands is about, you know, finding their home. For some, this could be, again, within themselves. This can be a certain location, a new career, but it's definitely a change that is happening with this energy down here. So we do have, you know, a few different messages. Only receive what resonates. But this energy here is discovering this isn't working anymore. I'm breaking free. I'm making a choice. I'm empowered. I'm standing up for myself. I'm listening to my instincts, and I'm going to be rewarded for it because I have the Four of Wands, which is about, you know, it's also, this Four of Wands also kind of reminds me of like your ancestors that are guiding you and leading you, you know, to that beautiful space, you know, or just that aligned timeline, that aligned life even, you know, even the lifestyle, okay? There's a lot coming through there. Let me go back up here to this Strength card. Let's clarify this energy up here because I feel this is more feminine. Yeah, we have the Three of Wands. Yeah. So many of you, you know, you trust in the timing of things, you trust in the shifting energies, you know, you feel the power stirring within you, okay? With that Three of Wands, you know, it's waiting for your ships to come in, but with the Strength card and being a bit more reserved, again, for some of you, like you'll know when it's time for you to take action, or you are not going to compromise kind of in any way, shape, or form. You are, for many of you, this is like, yeah, waiting for the time to vote, right? But also when it comes to like partnerships, you know, you're not going to settle, you're going to take your time here. Some of you are planning for a journey as well, with that Three of Wands. Yeah. Okay. Okay, any last messages here? Overall, the Ascension messages. We have the Queen of Cups. Listen to your intuition. Honor your feelings. Listen to your clairsentient feeling. Now, your clairsentience isn't always necessarily your emotions, right? If we always took action on our emotions, we'd be all over the board. But it's your intuitive intelligence of the awareness of the wisdom within your body. It's how you feel energies. So lean into the strength of that. Again, it's the water energy, so there is a sense of flow coming through here, compassion, open-heartedness with that Queen of Cups. I do feel like you're going to be very, compassionate here for, those that are important to you, okay? And also receiving that compassion. We could also have expressions, lots of expressions of love, okay? Lots of expressions of love and respect coming through here. The element of water could be very supportive and cleansing, coming through also with the Queen of Cups. But we do have the Queen and the King of Cups. So we have vibrational match energy coming through. Some of you, that's what you're waiting for. You're not going to partner with anyone who doesn't feel like they're your vibrational match. And that's beautiful, because you're honoring your sovereignty, and you're honoring what's most important to you, and you're honoring your heart, okay? Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. A clear beginning. Clear, grounded beginning here. This could be happening, within relationships. This could be happening within your, your spiritual work, your career. But it's a really peaceful and harmonious energy that's coming through. Very calming. It's like something just flows, it just works, it just aligns. Two energies that feel the same way and see the value within themselves and the value within each other and the value of this beginning here. Okay. Beautiful. Well, that is what I have. I know we had a few different timelines, storylines, so just receive what resonates, release what does not. Honor your heart. Honor your heart. I would say that's one of the biggest things. Honor your voice, honor your heart. And if you're able to hold space for others, then doing that as well. Taking your time, listening to your intuition, not allowing anyone to push you. And then also allowing space for those that are awakening to also, have their awakening, or have their, their journey to find themselves, to discover that lifestyle, or discover that which is important to them, that which feels like home to them. Again, whether it's a path, a timeline, just their alignment, their true alignment. That's going to be different for everybody, okay? That's where, compassion comes in, and detachment, right? So yeah, that's what I have. Receive what resonates, release what does not. Thank you so much for joining me. Many blessings to you, and I will see you soon.